guys, we made some adjustments, put in some more finishing lanes so we could test this out and make sure it's working right. We'll take that Corvette Stingray 3 because he was the widest. See how he does. Do some test runs before we start running these other 6 that did pretty well. .167, so it's not getting stuck in that lane. 167. This was the lane that was getting stuck. .167. Same as that first lane. This was the fast lane. .168. 167, 167, 168. And the last lane here. .169. So there is going to be a little variation, but 167 to 169 it could be because I didn't adjust the wheels every time, but that's a lot different than a 2.1 to a 1.6 like it was before. So we've got the 6 cars that did good in the tournament here. Had decent times. And I just got this timer for the last tournament, so I haven't been able to go through a ton of cars yet and get them worked up to test them out. So most of my weight classes have got 10 cars, and some of the heavier ones have less, but that's where we're at. So we'll start with this guy here, the Gazella R. .6 grams. So the Gatekeeper is this black and red Road Rocket. See what times he's running. Give him some laps to see how he's doing. 169. So that Corvette might actually be running a decent time now that he's not getting hung up. We'll see. Can go back and run some other stuff, but that was the first lap for this car that's been in the case for a little bit, so he might need to warm up a little. This is the fast lane for the tournament. Let's see what he does. Was a 169 first time, 167. So yeah. Warming up. All right. So we'll put the Gatekeeper in the slow lane to start. Gazella R in the fast lane. And we might need the third digit, so we'll change this 2-car time. See if the Gazella R can get in to the bracket. Or not the bracket, but the case. 1661 to a 78. Gazella R. That was in the fast lane. Pretty good time. 1661, Gazella R. See how if he can make it into the case. $16.71. Looks like he beats the gatekeeper. All right. Let's see how far he can climb. Next car is a Banshee in blue. See how they do. See how far the Gazella R can make it. 1669. Switch the lanes. Banshee's got to beat a 1669. $16.66 for the Gazella. Beats the Banshee. His next victim the Rally Special. $16.65. He's running consistently in the 60s. Wonder what that orange funny car is gonna run. All right, Special's got to beat a 1665. $16.61 for the Gazella. Moving up. He's in the top 10. Gazella R. Next up, Pontiac Rages. See if he can move higher towards the top 5. Man, he's quick. 1655. He might be the fastest car in the weight class. $16.50. Where was that in the tournament? All right, Pontiac's got to be at 16.55. $16.60 for Gazella. Next up in the weight class, Viper with the hot ones. See if the Gazella can make it into the top 5. 1670 to a 1681. That was a slow time. Still won. Alright, Viper's got to beat a 1670. Got to win. Win and get a better than 1670. $16.58 for the Gazella. Man. 50s. Just keeps moving on up. Next up, Shelby Daytona. And these are all 31 to 40.9 gram cars. He's on the low end, the Gazella. Just barely in that class. All right, see what he does versus the Shelby. $16.61 to a 67. All right, he might be getting to where he's gonna fit in the case. That was a close race. 61 to a 67. All right, Shelby's got a beat. 61. $57 for the Gazella to a 62. Close race. Shelby wasn't able to hold him off. Who's up next? Gazella is making some noise. We've got the orange and yellow Road Rocket. He is currently 5th position. See if Gazella can make top 5 here. Won that one easily. 65 to a 71. $65 for Gazella. 71 for the Road Rocket. Can the Road Rocket stay in the top 5? 65 to a 71. $56 to a 57 for the Gazella. Top 5. Top 5 running car out of a 5-pack. These 5-packs have some decent cars in them. And as you can tell, some of these cars are pretty old. And it's off by just 1,000th. Here's another 5-pack car. This is a slide burn. Slide kick. Heavy metal bottom. Alright, see what Gazella can do against this guy here. This is for 4th place in the case. $55 for the Gazella. to a 65. $55 to a 65. Okay. For fourth place. 55 to a 65. $53 to a 58. Gazella is now top 4 in the case. Next up, for third podium, F-Pace. He is a known car for speed. If you've watched any YouTube videos with racing, you know that car is pretty quick. Gazella going for podium here. A 49 to a 55. Ran in the 40s. A 49. F-Pace has to beat a 49 to stay in third. Slow race, but Gazella won it anyway. Won it both races against third place car in the case. All right, that leaves 2 cars left. Another 5-pack Nissan Silvia. This is for second place in the case. $51 to a 53. Silvia's running in the 50s right out of the case. This might be where it ends. We'll see. 51 to a 53. Silvia's got to beat a 51. Second place. $54. Couldn't beat a 51. Close race though. All right. Going for first in the case. Against the green Viper with the 3 spokes. See what he can do. Viper gets him with a 64. All right. Top spot in the case. Gazella has got to beat a 64 and win the race. Here we go. Top spot in the case. $60 to a 62. Viper wins both races. Good run. Viper's still top. But this car here ran in the 40s. Out of a 5-pack. And he's got the wheels on there that I would say most people don't run those wheels. So, metal base, long wheelbase, might be something there. Fantasy car. All right. Let's weigh this orange funny car. There aren't many cars this heavy, so there won't be too many videos with this, but we'll see how he does. He is 70 grams on the nose. He ran a 1639 in the tournament. 70 grams. I only have 5 cars that are over 61 grams that I've run, and 3 of them are customs that I've made for different tournaments. So this is the only other stock car that has nothing done to it except some lube. I think he's gonna blow this guy out of the water. He's not super fast, so we'll see. Might have to come down to a custom. All right. This is the winner of the tournament here, the orange funny car against just a regular old white splattered paint. Gapped him. 1640 to a 63. We'll run him again just so he's warmed up, because he's going to be going against some custom cars. He's going to need to be warmed up as much as possible to stand a chance, I think. 1640 on his first run. Got to adjust the stopper here. It's not the official stopper like all the pros have, but that's what I've got for now. All right. 1640 was his first run. White splatter, funny cars, got to beat a 1640 to be the gatekeeper. Orange funny car, 1647. Not very close at all. All right. Orange funny car. All right. I'm gonna adjust the wheels here. It's gonna be going up against some modified cars. Make sure he's got a fighting chance here. First car here is a BMW CSI. I made this for Mako's break-in race a month or so ago. He's a wide base, so he didn't fit in the start gate very well, but he had good speed after being hung up. So we'll see how he does on this track. Be a good gauge of how the wide cars do in these lanes also. Here we go. Race 1. $16.29 for the funny car. A 29. His fastest, he was a 39 before that. BMW was a 34. Right out of the case. Close race. 29. It's crazy. 29 to a 34. All right. The BMW is now in the lanes that was holding up wide cars. We'll see how he does. 29 to a 64. BMW's got to beat 29. Funny car beat him, 43 to a 48. Somebody mentioned on one of the other videos that the first lane always won in one of the rounds of the mail-in tournament, and as you can see, there is so much variation in axle movement, lane movement, all kinds of things. You can't have something run the same time, race after race after race after race. Something will be different. So, as you saw in the test runs, everything was from a 67 to a 69. So I mean, the lanes are as close as they can be, but the cars themselves are the variable. This car here is a Cadillac V16. I was debating between this and the High Roller 2 that I sent into Elevation for their rolling in the Back to the Basics tournament. And I sent the High Roller, and it lost to Blue Line Racing like most people do. In the first, it won its win in to get on the bracket and then lost to Blue Line. So, not too disappointed in that. We'll see how it does against this orange funny car here. Race 1. Cadillac 35 to a 40 for the orange Firebird funny car. A 35 for the Cadillac, 40 for the Firebird funny car. 35 right out of the case is a pretty good time. All right, race 2. Firebird has got to win and get better than a 1635. He got a 1634, but the Cadillac got him at a 1632. Firebird is 70 grams. On the nose. Oh, 70.1 now. Cadillac, 63.5. So the Cadillac stays in third. Orange funny car. It goes right in here, but won't fit because he's too big. He's gonna have to go down here. But he's fourth. Not too bad of a run. All right. I'll keep making sure that these lanes are as close as possible, but variation in the cars might be... The lanes are all I can control. But some cars have started to come in for the tournament coming up, teams tournament. It is a Ford versus Chevy versus Mopar. And there are 4 cars, 2 teams that have already made it, and there are 17 teams that have requested to join. So until then, keep building.